Hello, Jay-Z and Bernard. How are you?
All good,
Good, sir.
sir.
Hello. How
How
are
are
you?
you?
We're good.
I'm fine. Thank you so much for your time.
Yep.
Yep. All good.
No
No
worries.
worries.
Okay, so congratulations to you that you have qualified KAPS exam on first attempt.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
first attempt.
Okay, so now I want that you can please introduce yourself one by one. That what are you doing in Australia currently? Jay-Z, you can introduce yourself first.
Okay. Hello, I'm Jazzy Torremania. I'm from Philippines, currently living here in Australia, and currently holding a student visa, but I'm not studying pharmacy as of the moment. I'm studying different field.
Okay.
But we're trying to figure out our pharmacy journey here in Australia. So that's why we took the KAPS exam. And this is my husband.
Hello. I'm Bernard Kenneth too from the Philippines as well. Um, uh, Currently working at the community pharmacy here as a pharmacy assistant.
Yeah. I am
Okay.
currently working at a fast food restaurant, not in a pharmacy, but he's working in the pharmacy. Yeah.
Okay. So you are working in Melbourne, right? Australia?
Yes.
Yes. Melbourne. Yeah.
So congratulations again to both of you. Now you are able to work in a pharmacy. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
As an
Yeah.
intern
That was the
pharmacist.
plan. That's the plan.
Yeah. Okay. So now I will ask some questions related to your KAPS journey. What was your experience in the July KAPS exam? So Jay-Z, what was your experience? You can tell me about the paper one and then paper two. Paper one was easy or difficult, and the paper two.
Okay, so paper one in the KAPS exam, it's easier than paper two because it's like if you study the right materials, you can easily just answer it. But the paper two is quite tricky because there's some of the topics I didn't know, like the Newtonian fluid or something like that. Yeah,
There were some
more on shooting.
MCQs repeated in the July
Yeah.
exam, which were completely
Yeah.
new.
Yeah, and I also heard from the other CAPS taker that paper two is difficult as well for them. That's why. So, but the questions are very straightforward. Just like the choices were not just it's not very confusing. Like what this statement 1 and 2 is just like statement 1 and 2 is correct. 2 or 3. There's no choices like that. It's very straightforward. Just to that that's my opinion about the exam.
Okay.
So,
And what about the pharmaceutical chemistry in the paper one? Which structures were repeated, or which type of MCQs repeated?
the structures that were repeated were you taught the tetracycline. There's two questions about tetracycline, different questions.
Okay.
And then I think that's the pyrimidine. There's a pyrimidine ring that's in the exam. I think that's the only structure that I have encountered in my questions.
What about thiophene structure, pyrrole structure?
Pyrrole structure.
Is it pyrrole structure?
There was pyrrole structure.
Oh, pyrrole. Oh, yeah, thiophene and pyrrole. Yeah.
And what about?
I think that's only 3.
Okay. And what about the stereochemistry and the biochemistry?
Stereochemistry.
Like isomerism definition or others?
There's a definition again. Yeah, because there is a definition of isomerism as well in the question. What else?
Okay. And how many questions were from the pharmaceutical chemistry part? Almost 8 to 10 questions roundabout from the pharmaceutical chemistry part.
Pharmaceutical chemistry is like the
Maybe around 10 questions.
Yeah, around 10 questions. Because we're discussing the questions and we're almost the same questions.
We had
We had
almost
almost the
the
same questions.
Same
And-
questions.
So we took the exam together, same
Oh.
day,
Same
and we're sitting to each other.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
beside each other, sitting
Yeah.
each other. Yeah.
And on the same
after
day, you sit for
Yeah,
exam?
same day, first day.
Same day, same time.
Yes.
And we're
Same
sitting to
exam
each other.
center.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what about the paper 2, the pharmaceutics part? Dosage form, emulsion, suspension, and the other MCQs.
Yeah.
Are the
Yeah,
biopharmaceutical calculations like biological half-life, clearance, renal clearance, hepatic clearance, any MCQs?
There's a question about the wait, I put it in my phone for just the recalls about those things. And I think there's a question so for the computation, there's a question about the creatinine clearance computation using the Krakow equation.
Okay.
They asked us to use the equation, yeah. And there's also a basic concentration weight over volume questions, also half-lives, and just maybe just learn about the conversion from micrograms to milligrams, nanograms, or
The millimoles.
millimoles and moles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
also there's also a question about the specific gravity as well.
Okay.
I put it in my notes. Yeah, that's it. There's like 10 to 15 questions of calculations in our paper, and also there's a question about Newtonian fluid. I'm not
about 4 questions about the Newtonian.
4 questions about the Newtonian fluid, and we didn't know that because we didn't study that topic. That's why we're so anxious about it. When
so
we take the
Newtonian
exam.
flow and pseudoplastic flow MCQs repeated
Yes.
this time.
Yes.
Yeah. There's
And
a question
never
about
happened
those.
before.
Yeah. It never happened before in the
Oh,
that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for
And
me,
what
my
is- what-
experience, yeah, my experience, both papers are difficult, okay, but paper 1 is more answerable. It's more manageable.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, paper 2 was a lot more difficult. Yeah, that's it.
Tell them about what questions you encounter in your paper.
Actually, all the questions that you already told, that's also the questions that I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but yeah, about the Newtonian, the pseudoplastic, whatever. Yeah, we didn't know that one.
Okay.
Also Krakow calculation, the equation. Yeah, we didn't know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, there's a question about COVID.
Oh yeah, there was
COVID-19.
also a question
COVID-19
related to
vaccination
COVID
side
vaccine.
effects, pericarditis.
Yes.
Yeah. I think our question in the COVID-19 is like hold on. I put it in my notes. Where is it?
I remember in the paper 1 question was about the tetracycline.
Yeah.
It's not directly it's amphoteric, right? But the answer is not directly.
Yeah, amphoteric insoluble in both acid and bases.
Yes, that was my answer.
Yeah.
Because I thought about you discussing that it's amphoteric in nature and that's it. And then I think it's soluble in acid.
My answer on that one was wrong. And then I realized, yeah, it's amphoteric. I didn't think about it.
You were so confused about the amphoteric. Yeah. What else? Also, there's a question about the tetracycline. If it's taken with antacid, what does it result? And there's choices that I answered the complexation choices because it's like there's a complexation when you take it with antacid, right?
Yeah.
So that was my answer. Also, what else? There's also the dose for the methotrexate.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Go once weekly on the same day. Yeah, that was my answer. I don't know. I
And
think it's right.
danorubicin counseling point. Any MCQ on this?
Danorubicin.
Counseling point. Amiodarone counseling points.
Amiodarone.
I think amiodarone, yes.
Uh,
Yeah, there was, but I can't remember the question.
okay. Also
Amiodarone question like photosensitivity
maybe.
reaction and use sun.
Oh yes.
Photosensitivity.
Yeah.
That question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there was one question on the spironolactone and digoxin interaction.
Oh yes,
Toxicity.
increase digoxin toxicity.
Yeah.
And then the answer is spironolactone. Yeah, it's in my notes as well. I put in my notes.
Okay.
What else? I also have the.
Oh, about the, there was a question about the hemorrhoids for pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, treatment for hemorrhoids that is pregnant.
For pregnant women, what's the advisable treatment for
Yes.
hemorrhoids?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What else? Also the.
Oh, about the beta 2, beta 1.
Yeah, beta 2, beta 1.
Yeah, about the beta receptors, the beta 1 and the beta 2.
There's also.
I think the question was which one is for the heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is part of the heart?
Also, and what else?
And any MCQs on the allopurinol or the colchicine counseling points like this?
Colchicine.
I can't remember.
We can't remember.
I can't remember, but in my notes there's like.
Oh, there's another. This one, the praziquantel. That's new one.
Oh yeah. I can remember that question or paper, but maybe there's a question like that. But what else? Also the H. pylori treatment, the clarithromycin, amoxicillin, and omeprazole. There's also like yes.
And any MCQ on the cellulitis causatio agent?
Cellulitis.
Staphylococcus aureus like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was. Yes.
There is a question like that. I think the which bacteria is resistant to cephalaxin, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
E. facialis, I think E. facialis the answer. Yes. Also, what the formoterol? What's that for? Like long-acting beta agonist, the terbutaline, short-acting beta agonist. Yes. There's also a question like that. Yes. And I think there's also a question about what's the appropriate effect in infants, the drug, what's the effect in infants?
Oh, okay.
Like the plasma half-life is longer, just something like that.
Okay, so many questions repeated on the volume of distribution and the clearance like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Volume distribution. Also, what else? The enzyme inhibitor and inducer, there's a lot of questions as well.
Like rifampicin and contraceptive interaction.
Yes, there's a question like that.
Contraceptives,
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Also, yeah. What else? We have like the MOA penicillin. There's also a question like that. Inhibits cell wall synthesis.
Yeah, which of the following is not a cell wall synthesis inhibitor? Vancomycin and antitracin, and there will be one drug like another drug, cycloserine.
Yep.
Yes, there's also a question like that. Also, the bioavailability, like what depends on lipid and water solubility, just something that question also came in our paper. This? Symptoms of the organophosphate toxicity. There's also a question like that.
And any MCQ on the symptoms of the hypoglycemia? Which of the following is not
Hypoglycemia.
the symptom of hypoglycemia? This MCQ repeated to you, like tachycardia, sweating, full urea will be
No,
not the symptom. Oh,
no question about that one.
okay.
Yeah. But there was a question, which drug causes the most hypoglycemia?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
glycoside.
Yes.
Yeah,
Glycoside, yeah.
glycoside. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, there's a question about the drug of choice of trigeminal neuralgia.
carbamazepine. Oh,
Carbamazepine. Yes, yes, yes.
okay.
Also the Zollinger.
Zollinger-Ellison syndrome.
Yeah, yes. Like the definition of that, like tumor in the pancreas. I think that's
Yeah.
That question.
yeah.
And what about the PPI side epic hypomagnesemia? It is repeated.
Oh yes, there's
Yes.
also a question like that.
Great.
Yeah. I don't know the answer on this question. Not important for overall well-being of human. There's a choices like monosaccharides, vitamins, fatty acids, and linoleic acid. I don't know the answer. I just chose monosaccharide.
Yeah,
But they said it's
monosaccharide is the correct
vitamins.
option.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because it's sugar, right?
Sugar. Also, there's serotonin precursor and thyroid precursor questions.
Tyrosine and tryptophan.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Two questions on these precursors.
Yes, serotonin is for tryptophan and thyroid is for tyrosine.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my question.
Okay.
Also, what else? There's also a question about plasmid. What is plasmid?
Yeah.
We don't know that.
Circular DNA. Circular DNA.
I just guessed the answer and I got it.
We don't know that one, but we just he just guessed that one. It's correct.
Circular DNA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, there's a question about the what is HMG-CoA reductase? What drug is that?
HMG-CoA reductase inhibitors. Okay.
Yeah, statins. Yes. And what else? There's also a question, which drug has ketone group, like prednisolone. The correct answer, I think, is prednisolone.
Yeah,
that's in the
was the correct option.
choices.
Yes.
Yes. Also, actually, our paper has like 40% recalls.
40 or less than.
Yeah,
Which
less
PDF
than 40.
recalls? Please mention that PDF.
Sorry?
Which PDF?
Sorry.
Recalls PDF? Al Nasir?
The Ala Nasser recalls. That's so helpful as well.
Okay, so Al Nasir recalls very helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's very, very helpful. In the computation, there's
in the computations was totally different.
Yeah.
From the ALA.
This time very different.
Yeah. Also the structures totally different from the ALA. Yeah.
We just remember the structures because you keep teaching us about the amphoteric in nature, tetracycline. Yeah. I remember you when I saw the structure. What else? There's also a question about the not used in nausea and vomiting induced chemotherapy. There's also I think it's sumatriptan is the correct answer with that.
Use in the chemotherapy and use vomiting?
Not used in chemotherapy.
Okay.
Sumatriptan is the answer. Yeah.
Yes, sumatriptan.
Yes.
And the drug is used is endocentron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a question mostly used in the nausea and vomiting chemotherapy, and there's a dexamethasone choice.
Yeah.
I think that's the correct answer. I put that one in my paper. Also, the drug that is mainly used as the anti-rejection in transplant.
Yeah, cyclosporine.
Yes, cyclosporine.
Okay.
There's also that. And the symptoms of dehydration in children, there's also a question about it.
Well done.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all we can remember because I took notes about my recalls. I also recall all my questions from the day one.
Okay.
And then yeah, that's it.
Okay. So now please tell me, what was your study plan? You have given more
Study
time
plan.
to my presentation slides and the recalls. So which PDF recalls? Please mention that.
Okay. Wait. At first we were trying to we planned taking the KAPS exam March 2023
Yeah.
because we started the review like November. Is it
The review
November?
with you.
We started the review with you last November 2022. Is it November?
Yes.
November, because we're planning taking the KAPS exam at 2023 February or March.
March.
March, yes. But then what happened? Why did we?
We think that we're not ready,
Yeah, we think we're not yet ready
and
because
it's very expensive. So that's why we decided to take it on this July.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I studied first the CPR.
Okay.
Okay, but it was so boring.
it was so
Ah.
boring
So
because it's all books.
I just studied like 2 chapters.
Okay.
Then I put it in the shelf. Then I took the presentations from the review. So
Okay.
that's the notes I'm studying. Yeah.
And then at the end, when the exam is closer, we use the recalls. We use the recalls after your notes,
Yeah,
then
your
lectures
notes.
and notes. That was the study plan actually.
Okay, so you have studied my presentation slides plus the recall
Yes.
PDF, the Al Nasir recall PDF.
Yes, Allah Nasir, yes.
Okay. And any other recalls PDF which is very important?
Actually, we also studied other recalls.
The March 2023 recalls we studied.
So we studied like 3 recalls, 4, something like that. But the Ala was the most helpful one.
Okay, the Al Nasir the most. And the
Yes.
organized recalls PDF. What about the Al Nasir that organized recalls PDF? On which the disease-wise recalls is present, the hypertension and the diabetes and the other diseases. You have studied that PDF or not? I have shared in the group with you.
Oh yeah. I saw that, but I think we just studied the Ala Nasir.
Okay. And
just the Ala Nasir. Yeah.
Great.
And computation, the Login and Noof computation, is it? That's what we studied. But mostly we studied your lectures. The
most helpful was your the cardio,
yeah.
Cardio and the infectives.
Antibacterials.
Yeah.
Okay, so the CVS drugs are very important and the anti-infectives are very important.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, well done.
we just postponed our
So what is your last message to the KAPS aspirants that KAPS exam is easy exam or difficult exam? And how much time is basically required to prepare for this exam? What you will suggest?
KAPS exam is it's not the easiest, but it's not the hardest for me.
Wow.
Because the exam in our home country, Philippines, it's much harder than KAPS because it's 600 items in 6 modules. And while the KAPS exam, it's just 200 items. I think the only challenge for the KAPS exam is the scope of what you will study, because it's only 200 items and the scope is so wide. Yeah, it's broad. Maybe if they have the correct materials like the recalls, the lectures, they can manage to pass the KAPS exam. And I think minimum of 3 months is fine. If
Minimum-
you're just if you're
if you're just studying, not work.
studying, nothing else, not working, because we are working here in
Yeah.
Australia as
Very
well.
busy.
So
And then
it took us 6 months.
yeah, it took us 6 months because we're all alone in here, and we're just
Yeah.
doing everything like cooking,
Mm.
yeah, all the home chores, the errands. So I think 3 months is fine if you're not that busy person. Yeah. But for us it took us 6 months. And if you're just focusing on studying, nothing else, 3 months is fine.
3 months.
And also the notes, yeah.
Yep.
And just get the right materials for the exam. Like join some groups as well, the WhatsApp group. They will also help you
share this.
share their thoughts about the questions, what do they think the right question is, and what's the rationale of the questions. Yeah.
For me, my advice, so me personally at first, I was scared to take the exams because I was thinking that I can't make it, but now I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Great.
just believe in yourself. So yeah, I think 3 months should be fine if just study.
Yeah,
if you're not
just
working,
focus on studying.
so yeah, just get the right materials, yeah, lectures, and join to other groups as well. And also I would like to suggest, if you're gonna study the recalls like the alaa,
Don't just memorize
don't
the
just
recalls.
don't just study the recalls itself. What you can do is each question you can expand it, you can branch it out.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened on our previous exam. Yeah,
Oh.
there was some recalls, but it was not directly the same.
The
same,
exact question
yeah.
is not the exact question. in the
Okay.
recalls.
They have just
Yeah.
changed the shape of the question.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
They shouldn't memorize the recalls. Just
Yep.
like they should rationalize the recalls. Like if you don't know, like check the book,
Or do some
Yeah.
search so you can understand it.
do research. Yes. And
Okay.
that's the
Daisy and Bernard, thank you so much for your time. And
You're
this is the
welcome.
end of,
welcome.
yeah, and this is the end of our
Thank you.
interview. So if anyone have any question, so you can please write in the comment section, and we will guide you. The JZ will guide you, the Bernard will guide you when they have time. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sir.
Good night. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Bye
Good
bye.
night here.